Welcome to Master the Game. I'm Juice, and today we are talking about XP versus milestone leveling. Lots of ways to do it. Was talking about it on Twitter, had some interesting takes on it. Don't agree with most of them, but it is what it is. There are a lot of different ways to level up. Various game systems do it differently. You have XP in games like Dungeons and Dragons. You have, I think it's a way of doing XP for Savage Worlds, but basically every session you play, you get like 1 point or whatever. And like every fifth level or every fifth session, you like do this advancement thing. Other games like Call of Cthulhu, it's based on the skills you use, and then you roll to see if you've improved or not. And I like that system a lot, the way they do that. And then obviously, a lot of games you can choose to do just milestone and XP and whatever. Again, lots of different ways to do it. And various games have different ways to reward XP built into their system. Now, to me, I personally prefer, if I'm playing a game like D&D, I prefer milestone. And I know there's people view milestone a few different ways. Some think, oh, it's when they reach certain plot points or whatever. I don't even worry about that. Personally, I just like to control the leveling up from a Dungeon Master standpoint when players do so much and you feel like it's just a good time for them to level up. Maybe things are getting a little stale with their builds, or maybe they have overcome a lot lately, or maybe they've really been doing some awesome stuff and you want to reward them in that way. And I do this also because I like to keep them all at the same, level and things like that. Now with XP, the argument is, oh, well, you can incentivize certain things. And again, there's a lot of arguments, but one of the main ones is you can incentivize certain ways of play, styles of play, reward them for role play, reward them for other things. And that's all fine and dandy, but then you still have the debate of, if you're awarding XP, are you doing it on an individual basis or are you doing it on a group basis? Because if you're doing it as a group, are you really rewarding and incentivizing certain ways of play? Kinda. I don't know. Again, I've used XP. I used XP from the time I got into Tabletop RPGs until around the time 5e came out. And I always swore by it. I had poker chips that I would give to players that would mean that they earned bonus XP. Early with 5e, even said if you had leftover inspiration, we could cash that in for bonus XP, things like that. And I also did stackable XP, stackable inspiration. Now, the thing I've found over all my years DMing and playing games, I did not see a correlation between player behavior and XP. I tried to incentivize it. I don't feel like it ever translated. I never felt like a player adapted how they played because of the amount of XP awarded. I never felt like, I saw that evolution just because of the way I did XP. And then, you always have players saying, oh, how much XP did we get? And, it also feels like at times some players try to grind to get more XP, so they might fight more things. Even if you've stated that, you don't give extra XP for fighting things, or maybe you say, oh, well, yeah, we're doing XP mostly on roleplay and then a little bit from this or whatever. Because I've also awarded XP when I used to for circumventing encounters. It wasn't just if you killed monsters. If you found a way around monsters, you got that XP. If you found a way past the obstacle, I gave XP. I didn't just do it for killing a monster. If you talked your way out of it, I gave you guys the XP, things like that. Now, when you do the XP, to me, it means that you're trying to make it so players are earning their leveling up. What do you do when the character dies? Do you let their next character have the same amount of XP? Do you start them at 0? Do you give them half? What do you do then? Because, again, there's a lot of ways to do it. the new character didn't earn that XP, when it comes down to it. So are you rewarding the player or the character then? How does all this work for you? I prefer Milestone. I think I'll always prefer it. And again, it comes down to the control aspect of it. It's me saying at this point, I'm going to level the players up when I think it will be most beneficial to keep, one, their interest, two, the natural flow of the game for how I want it to flow. Maybe I want to throw harder monsters at them now, and I want them to hit that next level. Some levels I might speed through a little bit quicker just for the sake of making it quicker. But again, I like to dictate the pace of leveling. And I don't want it to be, oh, well, yeah, they fought, another monster and it just happens to be the XP. So now they level up, even though I might not have wanted them to level up yet. I don't want to do it that way. So again, I like just doing Milestone, my way of doing Milestone, I should say, where it's just when I think it makes sense for the flow of the game, the pacing that I want when it comes to this. I do other things to incentivize play. I've had players that I've awarded magic items in game because they had been doing everything the way I like and things like that. I like to give out magic items. I like to give out one-off magic items that use once. For example, if a player did something really awesome, I might give them a potion of giant strength by an NPC for whatever reason. Again, they still earn that as well in the game. It's not like I just give it to them. Like, oh yeah, you had a good roleplay moment. Here you go. Here's some potion of giant strength. But then I might find ways to incorporate things that they were seeking. Like if they've been role-playing that their character is looking for a specific type of item and it's been awesome, I might work that into the story. Kind of off topic now, but the point is there's other ways to incentivize the game. You don't have to make it about XP. So Milestone to me is just better. I don't think XP makes the game more fun or less fun. It's just another thing to keep track of. Sometimes it slows things down. As a DM, I don't worry about CRs. I don't balance encounters by CR. I try to use things that would make sense for the situation and adapt to what the players do. That's all I try to do when it comes to that. I do sometimes, plot out, what's going on in the background. And I basically spend a lot of my time reacting to how my players are trying to handle it. I don't usually prepare the ways that they're going to go at it. It's literally me reacting to what they come up with a lot of times. Outside of, oh, I got a dungeon here and this is what's in it, things like that. So again, I am definitely a Milestone person. I just think it's better. It's easier. It gets rid of all sorts of questions like, well, how much XP did we get? Oh, what about this monster? What about when we did that? Like I've seen all that happen at tables. Hey, we're only like 30 short. Can we level up? I don't feel like dealing with all that. So for me, Milestone's the way to go. If you like XP, that's great. I have no problem with that. Would love to discuss it below, though. Let's have a discussion about XP or Milestone and what you prefer. Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to give me a like or dislike if you completely think I'm wrong. I'm fine with that, too. Hit subscribe. We'll talk about other topics like this. And, we're going to be doing a video about spells that are frustrating as a dungeon master. Maybe they derail your games. We're going to be talking about that soon. So again, subscribe if that's the kind of stuff you want to see and you want to get involved in the conversations. We also talk about it over on the Discord, link below. Talk about it with me on Twitter, Instagram, all the places that you can find me, Facebook. I'm over on TikTok as well. Some of the links are below, so go and follow me on those. We can talk about this stuff and maybe other things. Maybe you have a topic you want my take on. Who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind again in the future and go back to doing XP. Personally, I love XP if you do start at 0 with a new character, like if a character dies. I'm totally cool with that. I don't hate XP. I don't hate, dealing with it. I just don't see the point in dealing with it when you can just make it easier. That's all. So with that, this was Master the Game. I am Juice. Game on.